Hey guys, so welcome to my week 1 cash envelope stuffing for July 1st through the 7th. As you can see, I kind of already got started. I wrote my amounts that were due for this week, and I did the math for my debt and how much debt I'm currently in at the moment. So my inconsistent income is because I am a waitress, and some of you that may be servers, bartenders, make your money off of tips know that you are not guaranteed a set amount of how much money you make. We don't get a check. Most of the time we don't get a check. It's normally like $10 maybe. But yeah, we don't get a check. We don't know how much we're gonna be pulling in, and it's just kind of random. Some days you can make $100, other days you can make like $50. So it just kind of depends on how everything's going. My job makes the schedule every week. It's never the same. It always changes. So instead of me basically getting paid on a Friday, I'll look at it as like I did it like this, the 1st through the 7th. The 7th, I believe, falls on a Tuesday. I'm using my phone to record, so I can't really look at the calendar. But she'll make the schedule on Wednesday, which would be the 8th. So the 7th would be my Friday. And so basically all of the money that I made from that Tuesday to the next Tuesday, I would try to save it and kind of use that to plan out for the week, and then wait until the next week before I touch any money. And it is $588. Honestly, it would be more than that, but I am pregnant. I recently found out I was pregnant about 4 months, and I try not to eat out or go to fast food restaurants, but yeah, my baby is just kind of giving me a lot of nausea. So I have spent a lot of money this week because I'll try to buy groceries and she just doesn't hold anything down. So I have $588 to work with. So, and I am kind of nervous because this is my first video, but let's just go ahead and get started. So first I have my main bills, and I broke everything up into categories. So I have my main bills, then I have my credit cards, I have my loans, and then I have my miscellaneous envelopes, which are my revolving envelopes. I have terrible handwriting, don't mind that. But so basically I broke it up this way because it kind of keeps me on track with what needs to get paid first. Of course, everything should get paid whenever it's due, but with an inconsistent income, we all know that doesn't always happen. So for my main bills, that includes my renter's insurance, and I put /gym because those are connected to my bank account, and those pull automatically on a set due date. This one pulls on the 4th of every month, and this one pulls on the 17th, but I just put the 1st because I just don't want to forget, and those have to get paid, and I never want to go negative in my account. So I just kind of put those together and count those as the 1st. And so that total is $50. My renter's insurance is about $20 and change, and my gym is about $23, I believe, but I just rounded up to 50 just because I like to keep a little extra money in my account. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay that in full. So right now all of my envelopes do have $0 in them because this is my first time starting. So I'm gonna do plus 50. Then I want to put a check because I have reached that goal, and I'm going to go deposit that money first thing tomorrow. And so the next one that is due is my Xfinity bill, and that's due on the 6th of this week. So that one is $74. I'm going to go ahead and add 74 because it is due, and I'll put a check next to that. My car is due on the 7th. Now, I have a grace period with my car payment. They basically give me 2 weeks from my due date to pay it. I try to pay it on time as much as I can, but it's a $300 payment, and that is a large chunk of money. So I'm gonna add a small amount to my envelope, and then I will focus on trying to get it paid within the next week or so. So I'm not gonna really pay attention to that just yet. I'm gonna try to pay everything off that's due this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of leave these bills for now and jump to my credit cards. Next is my Discover bill. That is $74, and that's due on the 7th. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay $74 and check it. because I have reached that goal. And then the next closest one on my credit card is my credit 1. That's due on the 9th. I believe next week it falls, Tuesday falls, like I said, it falls on the 8th or the 7th. I can't remember. I have a calendar, but I'm not going to get it right now just to save time. So I can honestly start working on that next week, but like I said, I do want to jump back to that. The rest of my credit cards are due in next month, so I'm not really focused on those just yet. Next, I have my personal loans, and this is where all of my debt comes in. I currently have $5,221.35 in debt, and I'm trying really hard to pay these off. I'm almost done with a lot of them. As you can see, this one is $270, this one's $600. So we're almost there. But the closest loan that I have so far that I need to pay off is my Toledo loan. That one is $200, and that one is due tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay that $200. And these are the remaining balances. Of course, every week I will update them and hopefully see that number drop. And then the next ones are due in about 2 weeks or so, and then next month. So I'm gonna go ahead and stuff these envelopes right now and get that cash out of the way, see what I have left, and then what I can add to these bills that are due within the next week or so. So we're gonna go ahead and do gym and rent. And I don't really have a lot of envelopes, so I use, like I said, I've started and I've stopped. I just kind of use these, they're for my credit union. And then I use this little coupon book. And yeah, so since I am going to be depositing these amounts right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my deposit envelope, and I don't really need the envelopes for those right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take $50. I have 2, 40, 50. And that's gonna be for my renter's insurance and my gym. And I'm gonna put it in deposit because I'm going to take this money to the bank tomorrow and get those bills paid. Next is Xfinity, my internet bill. So that one is $74. So we got 2, 4, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll just organize this tomorrow. And then next is Discover. So we have 2, 4, 60. That one's 74 as well. 70, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I completely forgot, but I am gonna start saving. I have a couple savings accounts. I have a Barclays savings account, which is online. I have a TD-ECU credit union savings account that's gonna be for my baby. And then I have a CRCU emergency, which is my personal credit union account that I have a checking and a savings with. That one is just gonna be for emergencies. And I forgot to include that, but I'm going to be adding $20 to each of those today. Can I just check my camera? Sorry about that. So I'm gonna take 2, 4, 60 and just kind of deposit those online, and then stop at my other credit union and deposit that one there. So those are all taken care of. And then finally my Toledo loan is $200. So I'm gonna pull 200, 2, 4, 6, these are kind of crispy. 8, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 200. Okay. So now that I have my important bills out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and jump back to the things that are due soon, like my car. Since that one does have a fairly high amount, it's $300 that I have to come up with in about 2 weeks. Sorry, I'm turning the page. Okay, so that one is going to be $50. Well, let's see how much money I have left. So I have 240, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 120, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I have 130. I honestly could just take all my money and just divide it by what I have left. But I'm not going to do that just because there's so many things that I have due soon versus things that aren't due until another 2 weeks or next month. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but my miscellaneous envelopes, my personal, my car maintenance, Christmas, birthdays, vacation, and Emory, which is what I decided to name my daughter. I'm not going to add anything to those envelopes just because of, you know, the pandemic and everything going on. I'm not really doing any personal spending. I'm not spending money on my car because I'm not really going anywhere, just work and home. And then like Christmas vacation, we're not really going anywhere. And for the baby, I eventually am going to start adding to this envelope just like I am for her savings, but I am only 4 months and it's still fairly early. So I do want to just kind of jump ahead on all of my bills before I start adding money to all these envelopes. So that is why this will be getting nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and put 0 for now. That way I could look back at it later. And if I still keep saying like, oh, I'm not going to add money, and I see, well, last week I didn't add money either, then that'll make me change my mind once I'm caught up on my bills. So for my car, that is a fairly high amount. So I think I want to go ahead and add $50 to that. So we have 240, 50. And then I'm going to put that in this one. Move my camera again, sorry guys. So that is going in my car slot right here. Car. And then next, I'm not really worried about lights just yet or my phone bill. I do want to jump down to this credit 1 payment and see how much I should add for that. Let's see, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and use this, because this is 70 right here, and use that to pay off my credit 1 plus 70. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the money that needs to get deposited and get that paid just so I could get that out of the way, and now it's not due until next month. And I just took the money that those ones I had left, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Okay. So that leaves me with $10. And I'm honestly 1, 2, 3, yeah, 10. I'm just gonna add that to my car payment just because it's such a high amount. And like I said, I'll focus on the rest later. So now I'm gonna do plus 10, and that'll leave me with 60. Okay, so I'll add that to my car. Put that in here. Okay, and there we go. So most of the money did get in my deposit envelope and not really in my personal or any of my other tabs or anything, as you saw in here. So yeah, that concludes my first video. I feel like this was kind of rushed. I'm sorry if it was like really unorganized. It's my first video and I'm honestly nervous. I hope y'all liked it. I hope this was as clear as it can be and thorough. And so thank you guys. Have a good night.